All right, I'm a bit worn out because I just took out the trash and we had a lot more cardboard because I haven't been breaking down the cardboard. So it was a bit more than usual, and it's not about like the weight, it's about the movement. Oh. So let's get set up. Gaming. Hey Alexander, Mary, we're doing some Star Trek. You know what? I need to get a fix. I've got to edit a video tonight, and it's going to be about this table. So like, I'll get a quick fix, and then I'll go into the trekking. Oh. I also gotta like mentally wake up before I try to stream. Like I didn't take a nap. I'm just worn. Maybe that Red Bull kicking up. I was already playing it. Last table I played.
It's a little support for the Romulans will not go amiss, Captain.
All right. Can I do any decent at...
Nice
oh,
shot,
not bad.
I'll be
Okay.
glad for the extra support.
Okay. Still missed that O'Brien shot. Start lighting up decks. Get Romulan and Klingon support. Start bumping up the mode multiplier again. Hey Rose, we're going to be playing some Star Trek after I'm done playing Star Trek. I just I wanted to mentally wake up a little bit, and this is kind of doing it. I haven't been in any hurry to start the main mode for the table. I've almost got Dax spelled out. You can collect all 9 Dax symbionts, and those give you a higher score. Like multipliers. Damn it. Well, at least I hit that. Hey! No! You bastard!
This entire operation has been a waste of resources, men, and equipment.
Alright, fuck it. I'm going to start a mission.
Will not go amiss, Captain.
Missed it. Missed it again. Come on. Okay, I'll just hit the easiest shot on the table then. And I gotta do it again, and then I start the mode. Let's go to the mirror universe.
50583.6. Starfleet has requested further exploration of the Gamma Quadrant to ascertain if any Dominion forces are preparing for an invasion.
Oop. It wants me to hit that comm badge. And that is a bitch of a shot to make on purpose.
Cisco to Defiant.
Okay, I missed it, but some of these modes start themselves after a while. Come on. Now I gotta get it in there.
Going through the wormhole
Nice
now.
and easy.
Wait, something's not right, Captain.
Your hand hurts. What did you do?
Exiting the wormhole now, sir, but something's not quite right. We've been thrown off course. Dax, can you get us out of here?
The Klingons are attacking. My
No!
best bet is we've somehow
Why?
ended up in the mirror universe.
Taking evasive maneuvers now, Captain.
I hate that. As soon as I start a mode, straight out. And I missed it.
Careful, Captain.
Too late. Ball lock. I have not managed to get Quark's multi-ball on this table.
The Klingons are getting restless, sir.
That is kind of a bitch because you have to light all the out lanes. And then, you know, you lock the ball. Like, that's not the hard part. Like, not dying when you're lighting those. That's the hard part. Outlane loses you your ball. Unless kickback is activated. Which is what O'Brien does right there. That shot. Oh god, that's a lot of words. Oh, I hit it now.
Put me through to Starfleet Intelligence.
I'm trying to light O'Brien so I can get kicked back. Also, I'm just practicing shots right now. I'm not, like,
Careful, Captain.
going to get a really good score. Maybe... Oop. Ah!
War isn't in.
Well, I fucked that up.
It has been an honor serving with you.
That wasn't even 10 million. I'm playing like shit today. I still have 76th place. I'm in the top 100 on this table, which is beautiful. Love it. All right, let's get on to the main feature. Your kid tripped you over 5 weeks ago. You put your arms out to stop. Yeah, and you think you might have broken a bone. Yeah, you can. If you jam your arm like that, it can fuck you up. Damn YouTube, why my replay always gotta be so far behind? What's up with that? The Arsenal of Eternity. That sounds a lot like the title of an episode, Arsenal of Freedom. That was it was a really shit episode, but it was also kind of fun. Like, they had it was clearly a soundstage with a ton of fake plants, and I loved it. This would have been the same soundstage, but with a bunch of crystals.
Any sign of Sidron?
Or
Not that I can see.
we're on a different planet. We're not in Takan, or whatever the hell
Alert, everyone.
portal comes from.
Be anywhere. Follow my lead.
Let's make this a short mission. All right?
That's the plan.
I'm no security officer. I'll do my best to make sure nothing happens to you, Captain. Phasers should make quick work of the ice.
Really, I can't make it through there? Everybody's tired. You have a right to be tired. Don't let anybody tell you that you don't. Hey, Stuff. You missed me sucking at pinball.
Is this another Takan vault?
Dude, Dominion Tank Police is so good. It's kind of got RoboCop level of satire and humor. I love it.
I don't see a way in.
Hey, Alexander.
Vault in the mines was
Or,
already open.
wait, you've been here.
Must
You were
be
saying hi to
some way
Staff.
activate it.
ask.
I'm in Starfleet, so I should always choose shoot it with my phaser. That's
Welcome.
always the correct answer.
Better to keep it simple. Sometimes the answer is staring you right in the face.
Thank you. Definitely easier this way.
Was it Dominion Tank Police or New Dominion Tank Police? Because those are two totally different shows. But you probably know that? The original, I want to say it was much better, but I haven't seen the original in a long time either.
Spread out. Let's see what we can find. And stay on high alert. You don't know
Ow.
what to con that beam down here.
That was my kneecap. I have a feeling that later I'll push my shoulders back a little bit and they're going to pop like a son of a bitch.
You will need my help, Commander.
How so?
Traversal here is trivial for a Takan, but only a Takan. When you come across a device you cannot use, merely call my name.
Will do. Thank you.
Okay, the original.
This pattern resembles the transporter device Petty Officer Maris used to escape the Resolute. Portal 6-3?
You wish to make use of this device?
It's a transporter of some kind?
It allows Takan to move through space instantly a short distance. Very
Oh yeah, Metal Slug definitely took inspiration from it.
Where does it go?
I'm not sure. The markings here must be from after my time.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah, because an advanced civilization will make teleporters that only teleport you like 2 inches ahead. Let's see where this one goes. No advanced civilization would bother with this bullshit. Nah, that's Star Trek Enterprise. Wrong show. Captain Quantum Leap. Hey, if you do it wrong enough times, you get it right. He was never seen again. Oh, no. Scott Bakula's still alive. They could finish that show. Like, they could easily change the ending. And you know what? I bet a lot of people would fucking watch it. They don't have to do anything amazing. They just have to do another leap and then and finish out like the story. That's all they gotta do. And with it, end it with him either going back home or choosing to continue leaping, because he's doing so much good.
In the Federation database.
Like, almost, I feel like almost anything you do with it would just be appreciated by the fan base, unless you like pull I don't know, pull a fucking Disney or Netflix and just insert a whole bunch of unnecessary I'm going to use the term woke, but that doesn't really mean anything.
Why is this here?
This is soil from the host.
But you know, just insert a bunch of like
Our capital
bullshit.
system. This isn't an arsenal. It's a temple of the ancients. Sacred ground to the Takon. I took my oath as a guardian of the Empire in a place just like this. You cannot imagine the look of pride in my parents' eyes as they said goodbye. Forever. Sorry. This is the first I've seen of anything new from the Takon Empire in a very long time. I'm sure you're familiar with the feeling. That sense of loss. I thought I was ready for it. But it cuts to the core of your being.
I totally understand that feeling. It's unavoidable and inescapable no matter what you do.
Yes, it's that distant but familiar feeling that's forever just out of reach.
Ooh. That's some like Star Trek original series music cues.
The information's encrypted. I can only discern that it's a warship. No. It's the Aphelion. Perhaps the most powerful Takonian ship ever built. I can't access the full file, but looking through the ship's schematics, it appears to be equipped with some sort of experimental, highly advanced transporter technology.
Transporter technology? For what?
Captain, you better come see this. There are more up ahead.
From the looks of it, I'd say someone left in a hurry.
Probably right around the time we showed up.
I've seen these before. In the other vault. And if all of those are the same as this, then there must be...
Hundreds of millions, if not billions. All that remains of the Deccan civilization. Distinct person, encapsulated in crystalline form. Preserved for all eternity.
You thought this was an arsenal. And in a way, you're right. This is how they rebuild the Deccan Empire, and bioform billions of innocent people.
That seems to be the case. What you have to understand is, these life forms were preserved for the benefit of the Deccan civilization, as a means of safeguarding the health and well-being of any Deccan, should they fall prey to illness or injury. They were never intended to be used for this purpose.
There you are wrong. This was always their purpose, to restore the glory that was lost. Congratulations on your first victory in battle, Captain Rydek. You killed a great many of my compatriots, some that I've known for millennia. Are you proud of how much death you've caused? Each Deccan life is precious, irreplaceable. Centuries of knowledge and culture, lost with each one you murdered.
I was protecting my crew. It's regrettable to take any life. But when someone threatens galactic civilization, force is the correct response.
And I suppose it worked. For now. Thankfully, I don't have to convince you of anything. We'll all be on the same side soon enough.
You can't just bioform whoever you want. Not without a fight.
Ah, but that's just it. There won't be a fight. In fact, most won't even know what's happened.
Transporter.
One minute you're standing there as you. The next, you're standing here as one of us.
He's talking about mass transformation. That's what the Aphelion was built for.
The transporter. It'll reconstitute your DNA and bioform you into a Deccan in the blink of an eye. This is what they'll use as ammunition.
In a manner of speaking, yes. Of course, that's the simple version. But the end result will be the same.
Your time has passed. The Deccan Empire is gone.
Only to be reborn better and stronger than it ever was. The Aphelion is on its way here as we speak. Now it's only a matter of time. You can't delay that which is inevitable. Which makes your
My ear
next
itches.
decision fairly simple, brother. You are, after all, a portal.
I am.
Your sole purpose is to serve as a guardian of the Deccan Empire. But you stand here surrounded not by your fellow Deccan, but by members of the Federation. By people who deny our fundamental right to exist. You swore an oath to protect the Empire. And I can only assume that's why you're here.
There is only one true Deccan here, and that's Portal. You're a scion, a disgrace to the memory of the Deccan, brought back through unnatural means.
I only tolerate your presence so long as you continue to amuse me. Which side are you on?
Captain Rydek, long-range sensors suggest a massive spacecraft approaching in the distance.
The time has come. I hope we speak again, brother.
Estimated time to contact, 6 minutes and counting.
We can't stay here. We have to get back to the ship.
And we have to preserve these souls. We must take them back to your ship.
Those crystals are ammunition to be used against us. We have to destroy them.
I don't think
Decide
shooting
for
would have
location.
helped.
I'll decide once we're safely aboard the Resurgance. For to transport.
Mostly, I think it would have pissed off Portal.
You have to hear me out, Captain. I've always stood by you. But if you bring those things on board, I'll have no choice but to resign.
If they're taken to the Aphelion, they will be forced into new bodies, brought back to life in a way they never asked for.
They're not living beings, but they're still dangerous. And if you don't make decisions to protect us, we're gonna end up like Solano. You, me, the entire crew. We're all next.
You're out of line, bitch. There's a line. You stepped over it.
2 minutes and counting. It's headed straight toward the vault. The Aphelion is coming into view now, Captain.
On screen.
She was cute and sweet right up until that moment. Now she's like pushy.
Arrival at the second vault in less than a minute.
I would remind you, those life forms are Takon, not science. Takon. They're not your enemy.
Right or wrong, history will judge you for this.
I need Portal on my side. I need somebody to ban Dan.
Transport the
No!
storage aboard the Resolute.
Did I hear that right?
That's an order.
The storage crystals are on board in our cargo bay.
Thank you. I won't forget this.
I hope you realize what you've done. We don't need another captain who's gonna risk our lives just to feed their ego. This ship and this crew come first.
What'd I say?
She has to hear it.
We
Portal on
need
our side.
Portal.
I'm not going to jeopardize that when I don't have to.
So you jeopardize the rest of us. And to think, I used to look up to you.
Resign. Fuck off.
The Aphelion is targeting us, approaching rapidly.
I just took down my captain. You think I give a shit about you?
They hit us with that bioforming ray, and it's over. Maximum warp. Get us out of here.
Where, Captain?
Anywhere but here. Now!
Like, I don't give a damn about your emotional argument. This is the shit you need to actually do. Do we have crystals growing on our ship? Oh, dude, they're still in the box?
There they are!
Thank you. I'm not sure one of my kind would have done for you what you did for me. I did not expect a show of mercy. I hoped, but you could have just as easily left me to my fate.
I didn't do it for you. I did it because it was the right thing to do.
I don't understand it, but I'm glad you did.
I have a feeling she's going to be useful to us later.
Now that we're safe on your ship, I think you were right to bring her. Things seem a little different now than they did in the heat of battle.
You're not mad that I didn't release Itasca from her situation?
After all the trials we'd survived, maybe there's more room to hope for Itasca than I'd thought.
No surprises here. But your shoulder's separated. If you come with me to sickbay, we can get you fixed up in no time.
Thank you. I'll find you afterwards.
You two, check in at your stations. This thing isn't over yet.
Hey, Light. Super good game. How are you doing, Cult of the Lamb? You been playing? Or have you been playing too much
Diaz.
Yeah?
Over there.
Lethal Company?
Kapoor, Hauser? We saw Miranda and Kapoor, but they're bioformed. And as far as I know, there's no way to undo it.
That means they're not our friends anymore.
If they attack us,
We'll have to stop them. No matter what it takes.
yeah. I guess we have to be ready for that. She was a good little escape pod. Not that I want another ride like that anytime soon.
You're really making us proud out there, Diaz. The lower decks don't get a lot of glory.
I'm just getting started.
I can't believe it, but I'm actually looking forward to seeing Chobok. Not that I'd expect this kind of welcome from him, but I can just imagine the look on his face.
Come on, he's got to give us some credit for all we've done.
We'll see.
Oh, they don't even know.
He doesn't. That's just Chobok being Chobok.
Oh, they're talking about Chovak, but they don't know about the captain.
I can't believe it. You evaded the Takan, ejected their warp cores, and lived to talk about it.
That about sums it up.
They're gonna be teaching this at the Academy for years to come. I mean it. Everybody's gonna learn how you pulled it off.
When they do, make sure they get my name right. D-I-A-Z. Diaz. Edsolar's too.
I'm sure no one will forget. I heard about Belle. Is Miranda?
As far as we know, she's still out there.
Well, I know Captain Rydek will do her best to get her back.
Hold on. Rydek? What about Captain Solano?
He was turned into a Takan. Rydek had to take over. She's a hell of an officer, but none of us have been up against anything like this. No one has. Not in 500,000 years.
I guess there's never a dull moment around here, huh?
You telling me it's not always like this?
Not if we can help it.
Talk to you later.
It is agreeable to see you again.
Is that so?
It was by no means a certainty that you would return to duty here.
It is agreeable to see you as well, sir.
I concur.
You should know your absence has left engineering terribly short-handed. During your sojourn, this department has fallen unacceptably behind schedule on both regular and irregular duties.
There's been a whole lot of irregularity going around.
I gotta admit, it's a little flattering that this place went to hell so fast without me. So, I'll take that as a compliment.
I believe factors other than your absence were also to blame. Normally, I would assign you to one of the many pressing repair tasks. But, given your experience on board the Zeldi, I have suggested you join the senior staff briefing as we determine our next course of action. You can commence your maintenance shift afterwards.
I tended to an Elydian earlier. Major Sarlet Arminta.
Ah, yes. I met him at the negotiations.
I never would have imagined I'd be here, on the same ship, working together with our oppressors. But now that I am, I can imagine a future where the Hotari and Elydians are no longer enemies. I'd always hoped for peace, but it seems so far away.
Peace is often fleeting. If there's a chance, you should take it.
Peace with our former enemies may be hard for some to accept, but it's what my people need.
It's coming along nicely. Thank you, Tyler. I'll take it from here. We're almost done.
I have to brief Ambassador Spock in a few minutes.
Ambassador Spock can wait. You have some fences to mend. Personally, I'm against the needless destruction of innocent life forms, so I'm glad you transported the Draconian crystals onto the ship. But Lieutenant Bedrosian obviously feels otherwise.
Look at my face.
Right now, you need the full support of your bridge. Being an effective leader requires trust. But an issue as divisive as this can create discord.
I still need and value contrary opinions. I don't want everyone agreeing with me when they feel otherwise.
Oh, you'll know when Lieutenant Bedrosian doesn't agree with something. She's not shy about making her opinion known. It's been a chaotic last few days for everyone. You need to name a new first officer in preparation for what's coming. You'll have to work to regain Lieutenant Bedrosian's trust, but if she's removed from consideration, it comes down to Westbrook or Irma. Obviously, there are pros and cons with each, but ultimately, the decision is yours. Commander Westbrook has seniority and was hoping to be Captain Solano's first officer. Irma has the knowledge and experience that makes him more than qualified.
At the moment, I'm leaning toward selecting Commander Westbrook as the new first officer.
That would be an excellent choice, considering your history. The crew would respect the fact you chose someone likely to challenge your opinions and present a different point of view. You're as good as new.
Thank you, Dr. Duvall.
Always nice to have a captive audience. You really shouldn't keep Ambassador Spock waiting.
Actually,
I'll meet you.
Klingon intermarriage is fairly rare.
I'm here to officially tender my resignation from the crew of the USS Resolute. I cannot in good conscience continue to serve aboard this ship, not while the interests of the enemy take precedent over the safety of the crew.
Listen, Lieutenant, I understand how you feel, and I respect your opinion. You're one of the most valuable officers on the bridge, which is why I cannot accept your resignation.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I expected as much. Which is why I already submitted my letter of resignation to Starfleet Command.
My door is always open if you change your mind.
We'll have
Well,
Ambassador Spock via subspace.
Jadzia wasn't
Thank you, Mr. Irma.
really the special one there. Worf
Notify Lieutenant Bedrosian we're about to begin.
grew up outside the Empire.
That won't be necessary.
He was a lot more
Officers Diaz
open
and
to
Ensar
that
have
kind of
firsthand
thing.
Experience with our adversaries. I thought it advantageous for them to join this briefing. I understand this is unusual, but I trust you have no objections.
Talk about moving up in the world.
These are unusual times, Mr. Chovak.
In all seriousness, what Diaz and Edselar accomplished aboard the Zeldi is nothing short of remarkable. They're both to be commended, not only for surviving against incredible odds, but for helping our efforts against these scions.
You know, Carter deserves most of the credit. None of us would have made it without his help. We'd all be bioformed by this point.
Well, I could say the same thing about Edsolar here. She deserves as much of the credit as I do.
It's like a mutual admiration society.
Ambassador Spock is ready for you. Put him through.
Captain Rydek, your recent change in station certainly warrants mention, and I trust you to faithfully execute your expanded duties. Right now, we must keep our attention on the clear and present danger that lies ahead, the Takan and their warship. The closest populations are the Hotari and Elydian systems, and they are likely the first targets for mass bioforming. After that, lies Federation space. I have advised Starfleet Command to send an impromptu battle group to intercept and assist you, but that will take time. You are our first line of defense. And with our shield algorithms compromised, we are at a great disadvantage.
I'm glad to hear the battle group is en route, Ambassador. With what we're up against, we're gonna need all the help we can get.
And you will have it. Remember, our strength is drawn from our ability to work together towards a common goal.
Have we made any progress in finding a way to defend ourselves from the Aphilion's bioforming weapon?
Currently, our shields will not protect us, but I am compiling all of the information the away team gathered on the Zeldi and cross-referencing it against our own as well as Portal 6-3's methods.
The away team is sitting right here. They survived without getting bioformed, so we know it's possible. So, what's the secret? How do we defend ourselves? Is there a weakness we can exploit? Something we can do to avoid getting bioformed?
As simple as it sounds, the best thing to do is to not get caught. Whether it's one-on-one or the whole ship.
We avoided the Takan as much as we could.
But we saw the bioforming, and there's not much you can do.
I found something that might help. It's too soon to say for sure, but we've had some promising indications that Duridium can delay the bioforming process.
Duridium?
It's not a cure. It's not going to bring anyone back we've already lost. But Duridium is a cell stabilizer, so it has the potential to slow down the onset of physical
My Duridium
changes, if not entirely prevent them. And it might be the only ship in the fleet with this much Duridium on hand.
I'll forego the rest of my treatments, if it means the crew will be safe.
Captain, you'd die.
That's an honorable intention, but it's not that simple. It requires a much larger dose to be effective. We don't have enough Duridium on board to protect the whole crew. We barely have enough to protect everyone in this room.
Sounds like it won't do us much good then.
The use case I'd suggest is that it could buy a little time for an officer or a small group to complete a task or mission. But it has to be taken at the moment of exposure to the bioforming mechanism.
Prepare a delivery method for this remedy.
That raises the question. What is the mission?
Assuming the Aphelion uses shields of some kind, I don't expect it will be easy to bypass their defenses.
We may not be able to block the Aphelions' attack either. But if they do strike, we know their weapon uses transporter technology. We might be able to backtrack their signal path.
Like we did to evacuate Captain Rydek from Tau.
Exactly. We could send an away team onto the Aphelion.
So we could destroy it from the inside.
I'm not exactly sure how, but that's the idea.
I think Portal could still help us. If he can't get a first-hand look at the Aphelion, he might be able to identify a weakness.
After sparing the remnants of his civilization, I should hope he'd help us.
He will.
We'll need to prepare a boarding party, if it comes to that.
Petty Officers Edsolar and Diaz are the logical choices to lead any away mission to the Aphelion. They have already crippled one enemy ship. If anyone can do so again, it is them.
This isn't like the engineering mission that took you to the Zeldi. Do you really have some special insights that a tactical team wouldn't?
Doesn't the fact that we're here speak for itself?
Just surviving won't be enough this time.
You're forgetting it's too dangerous to destroy the Cartabula, right?
That is still our understanding. It could cause a rift in space itself.
So we can't just beam over to the Aphelion and set off an explosive. We need to find a way to shut it down from the inside.
Precisely my thinking.
If this is the necessary course of action, I support it.
With the help of Portal. He should be part of the away team.
I will compile all the latest data on the tricorders, just in case.
In the meantime, I want you working on ways we can combat the Takan tech. Shields, weapons, anything we can use.
Yes, Captain.
Anything else, Ambassador?
I know this matter is in capable hands. Hold the line as best you can. Help is on the way.
Thank you.
I bet that bastard Riker's gonna show up to steal my season finale the same way he did with Enterprise.
I have faith in all of you to meet this moment with the urgency it requires. I expect all of us to give it everything we've got. Thank you, Petty Officers Diaz and Edzilar. You're dismissed.
Get the hell out of here, you scrubs.
While we have a quorum of senior staff, there is a procedural element we need to take care of. The Resolute command codes must be transferred to Captain Rydek for control of the ship.
Of course.
Computer, transfer all command codes to Captain Jaro Rydek. Voice authorization Ermot, Echo 4 Lima.
Voice authorization Duval. Beta 2 Yankee.
Voice authorization Westbrook. Alpha 7 Tango.
Awaiting your authorization, Captain.
Bravo 7 Whiskey.
Voice authorization Rydek. Bravo 7 Whiskey.
Captain's codes transferred.
Bravo 7 Whiskey. I think I need to remember that.
Designate a new first officer.
Who is the new first officer?
Please designate a new first officer.
Okay, I was thinking about picking the doctor.
It is an honor and a pleasure to name Commander Westbrook as my new first
You know, do a little
officer.
curveball.
Thank you, Captain. You made the right choice.
Congratulations, Commander. It's long overdue.
I know we've had our differences, but I can't tell you how much I appreciate this.
Computer, Commander Westbrook is the new first officer of the USS Resolute.
Awaiting voice authorization.
Voice authorization Westbrook. Alpha 7 Tango.
Authorization is now complete.
Now, if you'll excuse me, there's work to be done.
Nicely done. I think that went well.
Captain, could I have a word with you?
Give me a minute.
Look, I respect your decision, Captain. Commander Westbrook has seniority, and I can understand why you might have felt pressure to promote him. But what I can't understand is why you would choose someone so clearly unsuited for the position. It's the very reason why Captain Solano chose you over him. Because he knew Westbrook as first officer would be disastrous.
I know you're disappointed, but I trust his experience, and I need to rely on him now more than ever.
But that's just it. We can't afford to make any mistakes. And that's my concern with Commander Westbrook. Maybe I've had it wrong this whole time. I thought we've had an excellent working relationship almost from the moment you first arrived. Yes, I was insulted when you didn't trust me with the information about Captain Solano being compromised, but I've always supported you. Which is certainly more than you can say about Westbrook. He was always against you, especially with regard to Captain Solano.
Listen, I value your opinion more than just about anyone's. I rely on it. And if we're going to beat Galvin, I'll need your help now more than ever. So please, don't be discouraged.
I'll be fine. Just give me some time.
Jeez. Is everybody in Starfleet such a little bitch?
I don't understand. Giving everything she's got, it doesn't make a difference. Something is actively slowing us down.
Keep trying. What's the situation in engineering?
I can't raise them. Internal comms are down.
It's the ionic interference. It's spiking again. If we reinitialize the central communications trunk, it should compensate.
If I may, Captain. Communications are critical to ship operations. I should go take care of this.
Go.
I was hoping we could buy enough time until Starfleet could send more ships. It looks like we might have to face off against the Aphelion sooner than we might want. If it's just us, I don't like our chances.
I'll consider any suggestions from my first officer.
We're being pulled out of warp!
I think Westbrook knows about...
The Aphelion is closing on us, and fast.
There was some kind of a warp thing that they fucked up at the very beginning of this, before... That's the reason for my transfer.
By the Aphelion. Galvin demands to be heard.
I think Westbrook might know the most about that experiment. I bet that comes back around.
You thought you could run? That I would let you escape so easily after taking what's mine? How pathetic and predictable. At least you can take solace knowing you'll be a far braver Takan than you were as a cowardly Koblian. Is it any wonder your people perished?
You underestimate the lengths I'm willing to go to ensure you don't succeed.
Sadly, this is as far as you'll get. We both know I hold your fate in the palm of my hand. That I could crush you in an instant if I so desired. And as much as I'd like to, you have another purpose to serve. As one of us.
Red alert! Pandar, get us out of here!
By the prophets.
Evasive maneuvers!
So I should be relatively safe from bioforming because of my injections.
They've hit the engineering section. No systems or structural damage, though.
They were targeting the crew, not the ship.
Captain, we have to respond. Hit him in the mouth. What are your orders?
Fire phasers! Target the source of the beam!
The Aphelion remains undamaged by the phasers, Captain. And its shields are fully intact. It's too powerful to take head on.
Damage report from the lower decks.
I still can't raise them, Captain.
Could be that the system's down. Well, that was the Takan bioforming ray. And there's no one left down there to respond. Takhan may already be on this ship. No way of knowing how bad it is yet.
Seal the bridge. No one gets access without my permission.
I think that's for the best.
Here are your new tricorders. Now go. Get to the transporter room.
He did that thing! You're wasting time, motherfuckers. Can't you hear the exciting music?
We don't know who's on what side, Carter. Come on!
Nice leisurely stroll.
Transporter room 1.
You're coming with us?
A security officer told me your funeral, which I gladly accepted.
These are concentrated iridium doses. You need to take the dose as soon as you're exposed for it to be effective. Now, take it right before you can get the Takhan to wait while you do it.
I'm having trouble locking onto the transporter path through the interference.
I've done this before. I have to align the transporter with the tetrametric signature. We need to tunnel through the shields. Problem. We don't have enough power to make the jump. I might be able to divert power from
Stand aside. The signal is now resolved. I couldn't let you fumble about any longer.
Thanks for that.
No need. We must be on our way. I am Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takhan Empire.
Nice to meet you, Portal.
We're right behind you.
Do us proud over there. Ready to transport.
Energize.
Pretty.
The glory of it. This ship is a marvel. Even to me. It's almost a shame we have to scuttle it. Galaxy has never seen a ship like this.
It is beautiful. I'll give you that.
Resolute, come in!
We're losing cohesion.
I'm gonna try to use my tricorder as a pattern enhancer.
The signal's gone. Are they there? Did you get them?
They didn't make it.
The interference is too strong. We're trapped here. We have to get to the Cartabula and disable it.
Hopefully before the battle group shows up.
Get served up for the Aphelions' next meal.
I am saturated in Taconian power readings. I can't feel the source just yet.
This way.
Alright, I think I just saw a save icon. Like I said, it's a bit of a short one tonight because I just did garbage. I'm kind of really tired. I've been sleeping weird, and I don't mean like hovering or anything like that. I just mean I've been falling asleep at like 10 p.m. and waking up at 1 a.m. Just, stupid bullshit. Not sleeping all the way through the nights, and then I'll fall back asleep at like 6 a.m. Normal shit. Got a doctor appointment tomorrow, so we'll see what's going on. I've gained a little bit of weight recently, so he's not going to be happy. A lot of crystals. It's certainly not crystal light. Haha, but Crystal light, that would have still been being sold when this when the Next Generation was on. Bruh, words, talk. Okay, Guardians of the Galaxy is still free over on Epic until the 11th. I highly recommend this game. I have not played, but I've seen a little bit of footage from it, and it looks quite good, especially for a free game. It's something I would like to play through at some point. It's kind of like the game I'm playing now, where it's really mostly story driven. It's more about like the characters and the shit that happens because of your choices, which is pretty cool. I like those. Pinball FX. That's well, you can download Pinball FX is free, and I believe they might rotate through tables that you can play. You would have to buy the individual tables, but you could just download Pinball FX. Like you can, there's also what is it? There's a section where there's like challenges or something, and you can play those tables a couple of times for free as well. Nobody drinks Crystal Light, Dan. You might have it stocked. Nobody's drinking it. Yeah, well, just download it, check it out. If you play through the tutorial, you can unlock all the tables free for 1 day, I believe, a 24-hour period, so you can look around and see what tables you actually want. They just came off sale for Christmas, so it may be a little while before the sales start back up again. But they do rotate what tables are on sale, so just keep your eyes out every week or so to see if anything goes on sale. That's what I was doing. Yeah, Mio's the new Crystal Light. We were selling that shit. I remember it. Alright, I'm going to go not exist for a little while. I might play more Medieval Dynasty because that's a game I just zone out to. Whatever. I'll maybe see you guys tomorrow, maybe not. Going out makes me sleepy. Night.